Welcome to Minnesota Twins franchise, episode number 39. Today, the Minnesota Twins are in Kansas City at the K for a four-game series against the Kansas City Royals. Twins at 59 and 61, the Royals at 56 and 65 heading into the game. Mike Minor, 6-0 on the season, a 3.38 ERA in 10 games, will take the hill. His opponent will be Phil Hughes for the Twins, who is 11-8 with a 3.83 ERA and a no-hitter to his name on the season. Drive up the middle is going to score a run for Kansas City as the throw is up the first baseline. And Paulo Orlando comes around to score on the Hosmer RBI single. 2 outs now. Runner at second. Base hit up the first baseline just over the bag. Run will come in to score. Hosmer will score in case he's up 2-0. Alcides Escobar with the RBI for Kansas City. Little rain today here at the K. At the end of the 7th, the Royals lead at 2-0 in a low-scoring affair. Top of the 9th inning now. John Ryan Murphy. Ground ball, or a line drive up the right side, taken out of the air by Hosmer. Little diving play by Eric Hosmer at first. Brian Dozier now. Grounds into the 4-6 put out. And the Royals go on to defeat the Twins in Game 1 of this four-game series by a score of 2-0. Twins fall to 59 and 62. Royals to 57 and 65. Mike Minor goes 8 1/3 for Kansas City, giving up 7 hits and no runs. Byron Buxton for the Twins went 3 for 4. And Phil Hughes takes the loss for Minnesota. Second game of this four-game series at the K. The Twins 30 and 32 at home. They're 29 and 30 on the road. The Royals 26 and 33 at home. As you look at some of the other numbers so far on the season, Royals ranking 3rd in the league in all of baseball in batting average and 1st in stolen bases. Royals trailing the Twins by 2.5 games for 2nd place in the American League Central. Twins have lost 2 in a row. Both teams are 5-5 in their last 10 games. A little better weather today for the second game of the series. Between the Twins and the defending world champion Royals, Edinson Volquez on the hill for Kansas City. He is 9-8 with a 4.45 ERA. And he will face Ricky Nolasco of the Twins, who is 8-7 with a 4.13 ERA, making his 25th start of the season. Runner on third in the bottom of the first. Eric Hosmer drives one deep into center field. Buxton back, makes the catch. Run's going to easily come in to score, and Kansas City strikes first. Hosmer with a sac fly RBI. And the Royals lead at 1-0 at the end of inning number 1. Danny Santana now. Drives one towards Eric Hosmer. It gets past him into right field for a base hit. Run comes in to score on the play. Joe Mauer now on the pitch out. Danny Santana gunned down at second base trying to get into scoring position with nobody out there. Eddie Rosario now with runners on first and second. He hits one up the first baseline, just stays fair, just over the bag. A run's going to come in to score for Minnesota. Pitching coach out to talk to Volquez. And in the middle of the 4th, the Twins lead at 2-1 over Kansas City. Rosario now again, top of the 6th with 1 out and a runner on first. Rosario turns one around into right field. That one is going to be right down the line and into the corner. Rosario drives in another run as the runner from first comes all the way around to score. In the middle of 6th, the Twins lead at 3-1. Hosmer again, facing Nolasco. He strikes out swinging. The bottom of the 7th inning. Runner on first now with 1 out. grounds into the 6-4-3 double play. And at the end of 7, the Twins lead it 3-1. In a pretty cleanly played ball game, no errors. 8 hits for the Twins, 5 for Kansas City. And the Twins would hold on to win by that 3-1 count. Ricky Nolasco gets the win. Edinson Volquez, the loss for Kansas City. Rosario 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs for the Twins, who improved to 60 and 62. The Royals fall to 57 and 66. Raymond Fuentes 1 for 4 with a run scored as the leadoff batter for the Kansas City Royals. Twins 9 games behind the Tigers in the race for the American League Central. As time is starting to get tight on the season, Twins do still have, I think, 10 games against the Tigers coming up. Michael Tonkin has been optioned to AAA Rochester, and Charlie Culberson recalled from AAA Rochester. He came over to the Twins from the Dodgers in the Oswaldo Arcia trade, and he was brought up here mainly to be a defensive replacement. He's got a very good glove and arm. Not a great bat, though. But the Twins needing to rest some of their infielders, a rotation here in this stretch of games, getting a little bit tired, so they brought up Culberson to take care of that. Brent Honeywell on the mound for Kansas City. Irvin Santana for the Twins here in game number 3 of this 4-game series from the K. Top of the first inning, bases loaded with 2 outs to Eddie Rosario, and Rosario swings under a fastball, leaving the bases loaded and no score. The Royals get out of the jam there. Whitfield drives one into right field. Dive by Rosario. He cannot come up with it. Or excuse me, that was by Danny Santana. No, it was Rosario, my bad. He can't come up with it. Byron Buxton finally runs it down, and Whitfield comes all the way around for what would be ruled an inside the park home run. And Kansas City goes up 2-0. Rosario now at the plate. Singles into center field. A run comes around to score from second. And the Twins cut the lead in half in the middle of the third. Santana gets Alex Gordon to go down swinging. At the end of 3 innings here in Kansas City, the Royals 2, the Twins 1. Byron Buxton at the plate now with 1 out and a runner at third. He will ground to third base. There will be no play at the plate. Buxton with the RBI. John Ryan Murphy comes in to score, tying the game up for Minnesota. Christian Colon at third base, making the throw over to first. The Twins 2, the Royals 2. Bottom of the 4th inning with 2 outs. Nobody on. Nice play by Joe Mauer going to his right, on to Santana at first for the out. And at the end of 4, the game is all tied up at 2, despite the Twins out-hitting the Royals 9-2. The runner on second, base hit into right field, will score him, and the Royals take a 3-2 lead there. Raymond Fuentes now, the leadoff batter for Kansas City. Drives one into right field, and that one is going to hit the foul pole. First Major League home run for Raymond Fuentes. And 2 series in a row, the Twins give up a first Major League home run. Fuentes leading off for the Royals with home run number 1. Irvin Santana. There you see Charlie Culberson's glove at third. That is a play that Nunez, or Trevor Plouffe for that matter, may not have been able to make, as Culberson has much better reflexes down there at third. I can't even say his name. Are you kidding me? Charlie Culberson trying to wave one fair, but that ends up going foul. Kansas City goes on to win by a score of 5-2. Twins at 60 and 63, the Royals 58 and 66. One more game left in this 4-game set. Game number 124. Afternoon baseball here in KC. The Twins come in at 60 and 63. The Royals at 58 and 66. Marcus Stroman on the mound for the Royals. He came over from the Toronto Blue Jays in exchange for Mike Moustakas. Kyle Gibson on the hill for the Twins. Early in the game, Fuentes with a line drive into the gap, and he will end up with a triple. This young guy is killing the Twins in this series. Chopper up the middle. Fuentes is going to score from first. The throw on from Fuentes is going to score from third, and Paulo Orlando drives in the run as Escobar gets the runner out at first. The end of inning number 1, the Royals 1, Twins nothing. Hosmer now lines one straight back up the middle, and that is going to drill Kyle Gibson right in the face. And that is something you do not ever want to see. Kyle Gibson goes down, writhing in pain, right off the face, and obviously he would have to leave the ball game. At the end of the third, the Royals lead at 1-0 as Trevor May comes in and gets the ground ball double play. Eduardo Nunez drives one into the gap in right center. And Nunez will head into third with a triple for the Twins, who are last place in Major League Baseball in triples on the season. Miguel Sano with Nunez at third. Eduardo tagging, and he's going to come in to score. Sac fly for Miguel Sano. And the Twins take a 2-1 lead in the middle of inning number 4. And Trevor May gets teed off on right there by Paulo Orlando. Orlando pounds one into left field. And that one is long gone off of Trevor May. A 3-run home run for Orlando, only his 4th of the season. And the Royals take a 4-2 lead at the end of inning number 5. Again, this is the 4th game of a 4-game series here in Kansas City. Mauer at the plate now in the top of the 6th. Nice play at third base by Raymond Fuentes. On the line drive by Mauer. He can't believe it. And the Royals maintain their 4-2 advantage halfway through inning number 6. Rosario now with the runner on first. Drives one deep into right center field. That ball is back at the track. And that ball is into the fountain and gone. Eddie Rosario, a 2-run home run. Number 13 on the season for Eddie. And the Twins come back to tie the game at 4. Bases loaded now. Mauer laces one into the right center gap. 1 run comes in to score. Buxton scores as well. And they will stop Danny Santana at third. It's a 2-run double for Joe Mauer at second. In the middle of inning number 7, the Twins lead 6-4 over Kansas City. They go on to win by that same score, improving to 61 and 63. Trevor May coming in for Kyle Gibson, who was drilled in the face by a comeback line drive, will get the win. Joakim Soria, the loss for Kansas City. Joe Mauer 2 for 4 with a run and 2 RBIs for Minnesota as they get set to head back home for a day.